Nichols Memorial
Oh,
clock.
don't forget that.
Don't forget the clock.
He'll be listening, Eric.
You will
I
be.
Although it's late in the
one of
day,
these
he might be
sides
having
is
his
gonna blow this
afternoon
away.
nap at the moment.
Having his afternoon
There's
nap.
going to be a 5-goal margin here.
5-goal margin. You reckon you're going to blow it open?
Someone's
Who?
going to blow it away. I don't know who.
You don't know who?
I've just got a feeling it's going to blow
Oh,
open.
come on, if you're going to make a statement, tell us who.
Oh, I don't know who's going to do it, but it'll happen. I just see it. It's been too
Oh,
tough
you're
too
a
long.
party pooper. I'm going for Bannockburn by a point.
Bannockburn by a point. Well, it's a good finish to a good game if that happens, I can tell you that.
Oh, won't the crowd be making some noise then?
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo!
And we'll be in the car park straight away. Start of the final term, 13-9-87, Bannockburn Inverleigh, 13-8-86. Hybens goes up, gets it down to Hutchison. His kick is smothered in the middle. Through comes Hamer. And the umpire will come in and ball it up again. Secondary bounce. Just forward of the centre circle for Bannockburn, kicking to the northern end of the final term. Battaglia gets a clearing kick to centre half forward. Roosler gets his hand to it. Ling left it behind. Hood didn't. He got it away, but only as far as, well, the Hawks indecisive, and Brad Watts isn't. He gets the kick away. In fact, it's Warple gets the kick away, but last line of defence, Anderson on Fulton. Takes the mark in the back pocket for the Hawks and plays on now. Goes along with the kick, looking for Hybens. Going to have a couple against him. Zach Higgleton punched away. Roved Logue at the front, does well. Bounces through the middle, takes a bounce. Runs through the centre, goes towards Jared across on half forward. Bounces, sits for him okay. Gets around, left foot kick around the corner. Lead on from Grundle, and he hits him and takes the mark and will shoot for goal from 30 out. Pretty acute angle, but he's kicked 2. And this 2 take the lead for the Hawks. Played a minute and a half in the final term. Dalton Grundle comes in. Right foot kick. Didn't look good off the boot, but I think he's got the desired result. He has. He's put it through. So he's third of the afternoon. And the 14th for Inverleigh. 14-8-92. They lead Bannockburn 13-9-87. Smith, Holden, Blood, Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard. 2 minutes played.
He's that young Logue. He swooped on that all the way back up here in a half-back flank, and Bannockburn didn't even sniff it again. They went straight down there, and poor old Higgleton down there, he couldn't do anything about it. That was a beautiful lead and a beautiful, beautiful kick. I'm done, mate. I'm done.
So we're back with the umpire middle of the ground.
Thank you very
Cole's
much.
gone back in.
I just put on 4
And
kilos.
this is Josh Cole up against Hybens. Again, doing the ruck work by himself. Ball thrown up. Hybens up over the top, gets it down. Ball emerges, it's good work. Hamer kicks into the forward line. Grundle out in front, can't take the mark this time, goes to the back, will run through and through for a minor score. So Inverleigh now to 14 goals 9. They lead Inverleigh on 13 goals 9. We've gone 2.5 minutes into the last quarter. And Sam Hickleton will do the kicking in from the full back, as he's done for most of the day. Decides to go long and will go straight down the middle. Ball will get inside the centre square. Cole up, good grab.
Well done.
So Cole looking for runners from behind, not there, he ignores them. Just directing traffic, deciding to put the ball out in front of Matty Watts. Good work there from Filet. Steals the ball away, goes by hand, went back into McHenry. He's tackled, puts the ball out in front of himself, taps the ball back, went back to Filet to Hamer. Hamer now steadies, goes one way, then handballs up over the top, but releases McHenry, picks the ball up, has a player further afield, and finds that player in Cations, goes inside to Hutchison. Hutchison back to McHenry, kept running, goes into the goal square again. Grundle behind, Higgleton in front. Higgleton has the advantage, picked up there by Gerard, got out of the contest, handball to Grundle, kicks on the boot, went to the goal square, will run through, and Dalton Grundle has his second of the last quarter, and the 15th goal for Inverleigh, 15 goals 9. Inverleigh, they lead Bannockburn on 13 goals 9. We've gone nearly 4 minutes, final quarter. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
Well, I tell you what, this is the most crucial part of the match, right here, right now. I think you might have picked it. You reckon one of the sides would break away? I think you'd probably be picking it to be Inverleigh now, Smitty, by the looks of it. But this is the main part of the game now. Bannockburn, as they've done all day, they have to do something in that centre. They have to get the ball out, and they've got to get at least one back very, very quickly.
So back to the middle.
Ah, Coley!
2 goals of difference. Cole goes up. Hybens gets it down. Rode by Cations. Got the handball free to Hybens. Gave it away to Brackley. Left foot kick towards half forward over the head of Meehan. Getting back there is Chamberlain. Meehan nearly beats him to it. Chamberlain just dawdles after it. Handballs it over the top. Got it away to Broman. Over the top again by hand. Ducked to tackle Jervis. Wrapped up. Loses the football. Still at half forward for the Hawks. They're fighting hard for it. Pack develops. Ball spills free. Kick around the corner. Close to the boundary line. In fact, out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. 35 around from the Inverleigh goal. So throw in Hybens. Cole. Thrown in. Hybens gets it down. Kick from the side of the pack by Hutchison. I think he's kicked into the railway line. That's out of bounds on the full. So a free kick, Sam Hickleton, for the Tigers. It's 15-9 playing 13-9 here at Inverleigh. And I can tell you at the MCG, 22 minutes into the third term, Collingwood 8-7-55, leading Essendon 6-5-41.
Hit the wall. Oh, Sam Hickleton just runs it through for a minor score there.
Gee, I don't know if you're allowed to do that, are you? That's what Hawthorn did in the grand final a few years ago. That's why they outlawed that.
Just to get the clear kick away. Hickleton goes long from 50, outside 50. Mark's not taken out there, but kept his feet well. Was Hood. Went back and collected the ball. Pressure arrives.
Oh,
took it off him.
Good chase, good tackle. And the resulting free kick goes to Roessler. He's going to be just on 50. Not too sure of the kicking ability of this player, so he's got the vacant goal square if he wants to go there. Decides to go to the top of the square. People up, and it's Chamberlain in front. Hickleton, back of the contest, picked up Grundle, went towards Violet. Oh, Dalton Grundle off the ground. I think he's got goal number 3. Has he? It's all clear, and he has. Dalton Grundle has now got 5, and it's now 16 goals, 10 Inverleigh. They lead Bannockburn on 13 goals, 9. We have gone 6 minutes, final quarter. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
I'll tell you what, they've stopped the Tigers. They've absolutely stopped. They're just not getting it. And I know running through the ground, they're running a little bit behind them, but I think the main point here is every time the ball hits the ground, there's an Inverleigh player there first now. And, you know, early in the quarter, they'd have smothered that. He wouldn't have got a chance to kick it off the ground, but they've just stopped a little bit. They've run out of gas. And the Mark McDowell unit that we all said was very, very fit before the game, it's just starting to tell.
So back to the middle. Stretch the lead now, 17 points. Ball up. They get it down. Hybens again towards Hutchison. Hybens over the top of it. Tried to get it out. Hutchison again fighting hard for it. Brown's over the top of it as well for Inverleigh. Pack develops. The umpire will come in. Please come in and ball it up. He will. So 16-10, 106, 13-9, 87. Inverleigh with the lead. Cole, Hybens gets it down. Falls to the back of the pack for Bannockburn. Hybens fights hard for it. The big fella tries to get it out. Oh, you want to be careful here. He's okay. The umpire says it's held to him. And we'll have another ball up.
When you say he's got to be careful here, you thought that might have been a free kick for dragging it in, didn't you?
Yes, he did. He looked like he did. He
So
got it
did
down
I.
again. Hutchison, handball, chopped off. Rustler through the middle. His handball over the top. Hutchison tried to kick it off the ground. Is that a push in the back? The umpire said no, play on. And
He's going to be pinged.
He's going to this time.
there it is. So
Gee,
free
they were
kick.
playing that in the back early in the game.
Yeah, that's right. So Rustler with it in the middle of the ground for Inverleigh. Oh, terrible kick off the boot. I don't know how it got to Meehan, but it did. He's got some time. Left foot kick around the corner. Brackley put one hand up. Not going to mark it like that. Off his hand and out of bounds for a throw in. 40 around from their goal. 15-10, 106 Inverleigh. Bannockburn 13-9, 87. 8 minutes final term.
Jeez, it was worrying then how many.
Goes towards the players come in. It's Logue who taps the ball back towards the boundary line. Umpire's going to come in and do that again. So
Smitty, it was worrying there. There was so many Inverleigh players on their own as they went in.
Umpire throws it back in again.
Getting questions from your
tapped out by Cole,
from your
picked up
fan
there
group.
by Violet, goes towards Perrott, goes back on the left foot, swings back towards the goal square.
Wants
In
to
front,
know
Cations,
how many
good
goals
ball from
Happy
behind.
has kicked
At
for
ground
Inverleigh.
level, picked up there, and it's going to
Who's
be
Happy?
Bowden, but it's ended up in the hands of Cations. Cations kicks towards goal, and Alex Cations now has his first goal of the afternoon. The 17th goal to Inverleigh, 17 goals, 10. They lead Bannockburn 13 goals, 9. We have gone 9 minutes, final quarter. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
What happened?
Goal.
Well, people interrupt me while I'm trying to watch the footy, and I've never even seen it. Who kicked one?
Alex Cations.
Alex, did he?
Alex.
Well done, son. What a great player he is. Almost like his great-grandfather, one of the Werribee Centrals and Sunshine VFA champions.
You're an idiot. So back to the middle. And you've been proven right so far, Dale. You're going well here. 4 goals to the better. Inverleigh. Hybens gets it down. Rode by Broman. Kick short. Hood wrapped up. Loses the football in the tackle. Hybens on hands and knees. Hutchison handballs it away. Logue breaks free from half forward. Goes to the pocket. Cations again. In front of Chamberlain. 50 out. Wants to play on now. Goes towards the corridor. Grundle. Backing back there was Grant. Couldn't take it. Jared for front and centre. He's wrapped up. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. 20 out from the Inverleigh goal. They lead 16-10, 100 and... Oh, that's not right. 7-turn. Better go off you now. 17-10, 112. They got another chance here from 50. Hutchison spears the pass to Brackley, who's kicked 2. And a chance for his 3rd. And the 18th for the Hawks. So Brackley, 30 out. Close to the boundary line. Left footer. Comes back. Good kick. Very good kick.
Good night, Irene.
Umpire gives the nod, and he puts his 3rd through. James Brackley. And that is the 18th for Inverleigh. They go to 18-10. 118. They lead Bannockburn. Just making sure. 13-9-87. And that's on the Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 11 minutes played.
It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? It was such a fantastic end-to-end game for so many quarters, and in the blink of an eyelid, the fat lady sank.
She sang all right. They've been consistent.
She is wobbling.
We should get the fat man to sing and get Philpott in here one day.
Back in the middle of the ground. This time Hybens just taps it back towards Muir. Shrugs him off and goes into the half-forward line. Gerard leads out in the race for the ball. Doesn't take the mark in his chest. Played on now. Van Ingen off the ground. Heads the ball back towards centre wing. Picked up there by Muir. Leads in the race for the ball. Handball goes over the top to Gerard. Gerard goes back towards, seeking for towards Muir. Some hard work there from both players. Gerard's back in there getting the ball again. Goes back to low. Back towards Ruslar. Goes into the half-forward line. Cations the target. In front, Hood. And the mark's taken. Bannockburn to steady themselves down. Goes across the ground. It's the centre half back and will find Cole. He plays on now. Goes out wide looking for and will find Roweth. Gets it on the bounce. Needs to work himself. Goes back on his right side. Just pressured a little bit by McHenry. Goes back towards the player in Cole, who now steadies himself from centre wing. Goes ball back in towards the middle of the ground, and the marks come up, and it's been taken there by Warple. He transfers play to the far side of the ground. Needs to be a good kick out in front. Yeah, good play
grab
from the young fellow there in Fulton, and Kieran Fulton takes the mark. Just on 50. To say this goal needs to go through at this stage of the quarter would be an understatement, because it's a nice kick, and it'll need to be a good kick from 50. Directly in front, though. Steps inside. Long kick. Nice looking kick. Nice looking kick. It's going to hold up and will be knocked through for a minor score. So 13 goals, 10 now to Bannockburn. They trail the Inverleigh side, who are 18 goals, 10. We've gone 30 minutes, final quarter. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
Quick kick in from Ling. Goes to Cations. Goes towards Muir on centre wing. Takes the mark. Plays on around. Goes towards half forward. 2-on-2, Cations at the back, Alex. And Grant fighting for it. Handball from Brackley. Jared can't take it with him. Zach Hickleton wheels back around. Thought about the kick, then went the handball over the top to Grant. Still at half back. Indecisive. Kicks with the outside of the boot over the head of Cations. Brad Watts shrugs the tackle.
Play.
At half back, chips the ball short. Fulton called to play on. Back end of the centre square. Goes towards centre half forward.
He gave his forwards no chance.
Yeah, no chance. Anderson read it the better. And will play on from half back. Goes towards half forward. Meehan up against Bowden. Bowden tried to tap it back. Sits for Meehan though. 50 out. Right foot kick. Towards the corridor. Chamberlain stands in front. Takes a good 2 grab up. Takes the mark.
He's been pretty good, Chamberlain.
So he...
Three-quarter time
Just
at
holds
the
up the
G,
play.
Collingwood 9-7 to Essendon 6-7.
So the ball towards Fulton, 50 out. So Fulton now from defensive 50, goes out wide. Jervis takes the mark on centre wing in front of Meehan. Chips the ball over the top. Roworth gives him a lead and takes the mark. Plays on quickly, gives it away by hand. Broman takes 2 bounces, take 3 bounces. Half forward, goes towards the corridor. Ling stands his ground and gets pushed in the back. Umpire saw it and gave the free kick to Brent Ling. 18-10, 118 Inverleigh. 13-9-87 Bannockburn. We've been playing 15 minutes in the final term.
So the ball goes back towards centre wing. Player from behind. Mark's not taken. Bowden it is behind. Takes the ball. Chips the ball back inside. We'll have Matt Watts. Doesn't take it in his hand. Is able to collect it. Steady himself. Go back outside. Looking for Jervis. Kicks misdirected. Hybens comes in. Intercepts it. Picks it up. Handball goes to Meehan. Meehan quick hands to Cations. Cations went back inside and found Billy Cations. He now runs. Sets himself up. Runs to 50. Kicks towards the goal square. Where's the mark going to be taken? Goes over the top. Sam Hickleton does the defensive side of things and pushes the ball through for a minor score. So we're now at 18 goals 11, 13 goals 10 Bannockburn, and we've travelled 15.5 minutes in the final quarter. So Sam Hickleton needs to get the ball moving from this point. There's no time to be wasted. A good kick straight up the ground will find Ned Grant. Goes wider, centre wing. Nice kick. Good position from Broman. Chips the ball back inside. Bowden misses him over the top. It's time to go back and get it. We'll need the ball, release the ball quickly. He's able to step through the contest and steady himself. Comes back inside. Grant, Mark's not taken there by Walpole. Dylan Brown's in there. Handballs will go to Muir. Back to Filet. Filet back towards Hutchison. On his left side, just pushes out with strength. Runs, kicks, delivers. Goes looking for Dwyer. Over the top. Who's going to pick it up at ground level? Dalton Grundle goes hard. Hickleton would also equally the other side. Picked up there by Sam Hickleton. A quick kick off the boot. Goes out towards the boundary line. It's out of bounds and will be thrown back in. We've travelled 16 minutes, final quarter. First 10 or 11 minutes of this last quarter, Inverleigh have just dominated. They've kicked 5 goals, which has given them that margin. So ruck work now. I think Logue looks like he's going to do the ruck work up against Cole. Meehan's also there, so I think he's going to do it now. So Meehan able to tap the ball down. Lowe being held on to by Arklay. Goes back and tries to collect it, but can't take it cleanly. And it's going to be thrown in the forward 50. Players, Fulton's doing the ruck work this time. Tries to tap it out the back door. Picked up there or plucked out by Broman. Just a little scrambling kick as far as Robertson. That's a better handball. Found Watts. Goes out wide looking for Sam Hickleton. Needs a good bounce here. Doesn't trap it as well. Picked up by Dalton Grundle. Grundle goes in. Looking for Alex Cations. Kick got a bit too much weight on it. Cations looks like he's done the cramp. But it's picked up there by Zach Hickleton and steadies himself. Chips ball back inside. Finds Matt Watts. So Watts needs to get the ball moving. Has Warple out wide. Looks back towards the centre of the ground. Broman's going to be the target. Nice kick. Good depth. Good mark. So Broman has the ball on the far side of the ground. Another short kick, went further afield. Player he's looking for is Battaglia. Good spoil from behind there from Robbins. Gets the ball over the boundary line and it'll be thrown back in on true centre wing. With 17, nearly 18 minutes gone, final quarter. Smiths Holden, Bloodstookie scoreboard. See Inverleigh 18-11. They lead Bannockburn on 13 goals 10.
So Bandry throw in. Hybens and Fulton. Fulton in front. Now they break away. Handball come back in. Great pick up on the hands by Cations. Got it back quickly. Gets it back at half forward. Breaks a couple of tackles. Gets the kick away. In front de Blasio just on the ground. He takes the mark. We'll shoot for goal from 30 out. Slide angle. Brother of? The brother of?
Yes.
Brother of?
Yes.
He's a gun. might have the wrong de Blasio out North Geelong by the sounds of it. Well, he kicks it goal. He kicks better than his brother, doesn't he? He kicks his first de Blasio, and that is the 19th for Inverleigh. And they go to 19-11, 125 Inverleigh. They lead Bannockburn 13-10-88, and that's on the Smiths Holden Bloodstookie final quarter scoreboard. 19 minutes played, it's all over, Grubby.
Yeah, a little bit
Start the
disappointing. little bit not too happy with Inverleigh. They've just spoiled what could have been a fantastic finish, haven't they?
Oh, and spoiled it for themselves. They're pretty happy.
We were always
Fun
worried
and
about
frivolity too in the past players. I
Hey?
think. Bit of fun and frivolity in the
it.
past
Sounds
players.
like it. If you can call it that, I'll call it something else, but not
Okay.
on air.
So from the middle, Hybens gets it down. Logue gets it forward again. Inside 50. Bowden sees it over the line for the Tigers. Throw in. 45 around from the Hawks' goal. Oh, the Tigers run into North Geelong next week. It'll be fun.
Do they?
So,
Well,
boundary throw in. Hybens handballs it out into space. Brackley to run onto it. Close to the boundary line. Little bit of candy. Out of bounds on the full.
You can afford a bit of candy at this time of the
Want a
afternoon,
bit
I
of
think.
candy. So he wasn't just here for the free caramel slice, the
No.
coach. Hey, he's here actually looking at him because
That's
he
it.
plays the Tigers next
El
week.
Presidente was over the far side there earlier.
Was he?
Yes,
The great Habib. Would have had his entourage with him, would he?
certainly did.
Have his entourage.
eating a kebab, was he?
Is that the best you can do?
Yeah.
So Connor
Without,
Jennings with the
without
ball in
crossing the
back pocket.
line like someone
Goes
did.
along the boundary line, outside 50. Behind, mark taken by Bowden.
Oh, blow the siren, please.
He was looking back inside towards Watt, but that wouldn't have been a good option. He now goes back towards the centre of the ground. The kick wasn't good. Cheney comes out, doesn't take the mark. McHenry keeps the ball in front of himself. Picked up there by Filet, releases it by hand, misses Cheney. Warple goes in and collects it, taken a little bit high, and resulting free kick will go to Tom Warple. So he's just in the back half of the ground for them. He got a little short kick out wide to Watts. He needs to run and carry now and go long, but he has a
Chip.
player over the top. Went to Ned Grant, takes the mark, can go on if he wants to. Steps back inside, has a big fella there in Kieran. But he goes longer, and the mark's been taken by Anderson. Tell you what, this bloke's pretty reliable back there. Does what he has to. Kicks the ball off a step, goes back towards centre wing. In front, Jervis. Behold, gets to the front of the contest. Picked up there by Brackley, went over the top to Logue. Works hard at ground level, fed the ball out towards Cation, waited for it, went back to Brackley, and he goes into the half-forward line. Dwyer doesn't take the glass again, and the ball has gone over the boundary line. It will be thrown back into the field of play. So the half-forward line, we've gone 21 minutes,
Yeah, I know.
and the ball is thrown back in by the umpire. Broman up over the top, knocks it out of bounds, doing the whack work with Meehan. The umpire will do that all over again. So the ball thrown in, ball's tapped out, picked up there by Broman, kicks round the boundary line towards centre wing. No one out there, so it runs along the boundary line. Good pace there from Robertson. Nearly overrun the player there in Roosler, but he leases the ball up and ends up in the hands there of Rowett. He comes back inside, he's looking for Watts. Dylan Brown does well, attacks the ball strongly, keeps the ball in front. Hamer goes back and collects it. Good pick up, good handball out the back to McHenry. He drives the ball towards the half-forward line. Perrett's in front of the contest. Meehan can't pick the ball up, picked up by Arkley. A little chip kick goes towards Link Peters. Him and his teammate run into each other, but it's picked up there by Peters, goes round the corner. A lucky kick, ends up in the hands of Robertson. On the left foot, goes long and towards goal. Going back with a flight, Anderson, and marks the ball. So Anderson can steady things down now in the back half. Goes out wide, will find Ling. Can't take the mark. Looks for the player over the top. Goes back to Anderson, who kept running, and he now goes long out towards centre wing. It's going to hit the boundary line. He's done it well, and he's made it just inside the field of play. He'll get away with that. So we've gone 23 minutes, final quarter. 19-11, 125, 13-10, 87. Miss Holden, Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
So throw in, Hybens. Fulton, Hybens in front. Fulton gets to the side, gets a hand to it. Kick was smothered from Bowden. Pack develops on centre wing. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Inverleigh got Thompson next week.
At Thompson.
Yep.
Geez, that'll be a good game too. That'll be another one you might pick, Smithy, for us to go to.
As long as we don't go to Werribee, Smithy, that's the most important thing. Ball up, centre wing, Hybens gets it down, high tackle. And the ball will come back to Hamer. Called to play on now. Goes with the right foot towards centre half forward. Oh,
Oh,
Jack Eagleton goes up.
Jesselenko,
Can't
no.
take it. Handball. Pushing the back, is it? Yes. Handball came from McHenry. Went to Brackley. He's kicked 3 this afternoon. And he's 50 out straight in front. Left footer comes in. Just puts it in the goal square. Off hands at the back. Grant sees it through for a behind to Inverleigh. They go to 19-12. 126 Inverleigh. They lead Bannockburn 13-10-88. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 25 minutes played.
Ball comes out towards centre wing. Mark's not taken there. Perrott runs onto it. Goes back on his natural side. Handball goes in. Oh, it's fed through to Robbins. He put his team under the pressure, and that was Violet. Yes, that's right. Roosler now steps out of the contest. Little kick round the corner. Went towards Dwyer. He picks the ball up. To go back towards Roosler. Wasn't a good handball. And it's gone over the boundary line and will be thrown back in. So Inverleigh now just running out time with 5 minutes to go. They've worked hard. Hybens still doing the ruck work. Up against Fulton. So Jimmy just taps the ball down. Goes to Archini. Ball underneath him. Umpire says he hasn't got it, so Archini to resulting free kick. So Archini has
Doesn't he
Grundle
look different in a
leading.
brown and gold jumper?
Nice looking kick out in front. Hands, good hands from Dalton Grundle up in front. And he's right on his mark here. Big chance to kick goal number 6. So Grundle comes in. Gets close to the man of the mark. Goes towards goal. Distance there. No, not quite. Zach Eagleton's marked in between the goal and behind post. Plays on quickly. Goes out wide. We're looking for Jervis. Good lead. Good kick. Good mark there. Further afield towards centre wing. Watts by himself. Takes the mark. Goes quickly now to the half forward line. Needs a target. Hood's up in front. He also takes the mark. But they need some movement. He's up to his feet quickly. Plays on. Goes into the forward line. Out in front. Cole. Behind. Anderson. Ball comes to the back of the contest. Picked up there. Players tackled without the ball. Umpire says it's okay. And it's a ball in the forward pocket. 25 metres around from goal. Umpire Hyman's having a good return spell, Grub.
Yeah, look, I think he's got what's called general soreness, I think, from being a ruckman. That's it.
Robertson goes long in towards the square. Mark's not taken. Back of the contest. Picked up there by Lowe. Goes with by hand to Dwyer. Dwyer kick. Goes looking for Perrott. Perrott takes the mark out in front. So Lockie Perrott to his feet. As a player further afield, ignores him. As Chin in the middle. De Blasio's also there if he wants to go to him. Dwyer leads. He goes out wide. Probably too wide. And the ball's gone over the boundary line. On the centre wing, Joe Came will take the resulting free kick. 27.5 minutes gone. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki scoreboard. Inverleigh 19-12 lead. Bannockburn 13 goals 10.
Ball finds Perrott at half back. Takes the mark in the pack. It's the switch play. Chips the ball. Violet takes it. Inside defensive 50 between full back, centre half back. Comes back towards the commentary box side looking for Billy Cations. Has to sit and wait for it. Up against Ned Grant off his hands and out of bounds for a throw in. So left half forward. Tigers still into attack. 28 minutes played, final term. Boundary throw in. Tapped over the back by Hood. Roved by Broman. Runs through the pack, puts it towards the 10-metre square. Peters stands his ground. Anderson's next to him. And they hustle him and the ball over the line for a throw in right forward pocket. So, boundary throw in. De Blasio having a run in the ruck with Hybens off the ball, off the ground. Gets a hand to it. Free kick for over the shoulder, said the umpire. Going to Bannockburn. I think it's Broman who will take the free kick. 25 out, 45-degree angle. Kick 2 this afternoon, Jack Broman. Comes in, northern end of the ground. Pretty good. Puts it through for his third of the afternoon. And the 14th for Bannockburn. They go to 14-10-94. They trail Inverleigh 19-12-126. That's on the Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 29.5 minutes played.
Well, he's had a terrific last quarter, Jack Broman, but I just noticed just before that ball was thrown in, there was about 7 Inverleigh players got to where the boundary umpire was going to throw it in against 4 Bannockburn. They just couldn't get there. They've run out on their feet. They're out on their legs. And they still got it out, though. Broman got it out. Then he went back the other side and finished up getting a free kick. He's put in a great last quarter, but unfortunately he just hadn't had enough mates in this last quarter.
So waiting on the umpire now, back in the middle of the ground. De Blasio's gone in to do some ruck work now. Ball thrown up in the air. Both players bring the ball to ground, picked up by De Blasio, went out backwards, picked up by Hamer. He's been good for most of the day. Robbins now steps and goes back inside towards 50. Lowe leads in the race for the ball. Has Bowden holding his hammer. Lowe goes one way, goes back on his natural side to left. Short kick round the boundary line will find Brackley, and Brackley marks just in the field of play. So Brackley now has a player inside, went to Perrott, could have gone to Perrott, ignored him, decides to go back, steady himself from the boundary line. Wrong side for a left footer will need to be good. We've ticked over 30 minutes again, so there shouldn't be much more left in the mercy rule. Brackley kicks towards goal. I tell you what, that's a nice looking kick. And Brackley has his 4th goal of the afternoon. And the 20th now for Inverleigh. 20 goals, 12. Inverleigh 132. They lead Bannockburn on 14 goals, 10. And we have gone 31 minutes final quarter. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
Well, I'd love to have seen him trying to kick that goal if there was a point in it with a lot of pressure, but no pressure on it, and he slotted it straight through the middle. Beautiful football. And I tell you what, every point's a winner here. Every point counts, because each week we watch the footy, some other side puts their hand up to say, we want 4th or 5th or 6th. It's going to be pretty close towards the end of the year with so many good sides in the comp this year, and percentage even at this stage might help for later on. Unless you're North Geelong, of course. You don't need percentage.
Back to the middle. Achini gets it from the ruck contest. There's the siren. And it's all over here. ANZAC Day clash between Inverleigh and Bannockburn. Inverleigh 20-12-132 have defeated Bannockburn 14-10-94. Goal kickers Dale.
Yes, for the home side, Inverleigh. Dalton Grundle with 5, James Brackley with 4, Locke Perrott with 3, 2 each